Hello everybody. This is Stormbreaker 2312 and I know you're probably thinking like, what? Storm who? Yeah, I know. It's been a long time since I've posted anything at all on YouTube and I don't know, it was kind of weird today. I just felt like I wanted to battle, like I was craving a battle. So I decided to pull out PBR, wipe the dust off, and stick her in my Wii. And I did that and decided to do a Wi-Fi match. So here I'm actually using my Sandstorm team, which lots of you who've watched my videos in the past will recognize. For those who don't, this is my Sandstorm team, and you're about to see it in action. Anyway, so yeah, this battle is slightly sped up just to fit within the YouTube limit, and I'm playing. As soon as he sent out his guys, I knew I was in for a real treat. We have a Weavile and a Scizor. And I kind of was having a tough time deciding what to do for my first move here. I'm pretty rusty in battling, so this was my first trial run doing a battle at all in a long time. And I was a little lost at first. But I went for a Thunder Fang on Weavile. I'm just trying to play it safe and not do anything that would cause harm to Cradilly. And yeah, I didn't want to Earthquake or anything yet, because that could have been bad. Could have been good, but could have been bad. And part of me kind of wishes I would have done that, but that's okay. He switches out to Salamence, which is wonderful, and he has a lot of really green guys. I don't know if that's kind of his theme or what, but I'm assuming it is. They'll have some greens and yellows in them. Anyway, he goes for a Brick Break, doesn't do much to Cradilly because he's solid. My first Thunder Fang is not exactly effective since my attack was reduced quite a bit. That attack reduction, it affected me quite a bit. But Cradilly gets a stockpile up, which is good. Sandstorm starts working its magic, and everyone gets hit by it. Haha, sand in your face. And yeah. So I'm going to switch Hippowdon right now because he's choice banded, so Thunder Fang's not working out so much for me right now, especially with my attack reduced. Cradilly's just going to recover, and I actually have the wrong Cradilly on this team. I switched him with my other Cradilly, which is almost the exact same, except my other one is a Toxic Staller instead of a Confuse Rayer. But yeah, I kind of wish I would have had my Toxic Staller instead. But that's fine too. I decided to keep him out there pretty much just to take hits and attract attention. Because as soon as people see a Cradilly stockpiling, then they want to kill it as soon as they can. And I flinched there, which was sad, but whatever. I digress. Yeah. Everyone gets hit by the Sandstorm again. Jirachi, he is going to straight up Iron Head on Weavile, I believe. And I should have known that Weavile was going to switch. And part of me kind of thought maybe it'll happen, but I wasn't really sure. I mean, my predicting skills were never that amazing before, and now that I've been out of the loop for a while, they're quite a bit worse. But he did do a switch, and he sent out to Scizor, which I figured if he's going to switch to anyone, it'll be him, because he'll take that Iron Head like no one's business. And Salamence is just doing Fire Fang, and Jirachi got burned, which is very unfortunate. You got a small hit on Scizor, which is expected, and Cradilly can recover. So he's pretty much back up to full health, which is good. And I'm sure my opponent was actually quite annoyed by Cradilly. I would have been too. I've battled against stalling Cradleys before, and they're so much fun. But anyway, Jirachi goes for a wish. Just because he can. I know he's not going to last very long, because he's burned, and there's not much he can do to this team right now, so that's okay. I go for another stockpile with Cradley since I have enough health to play around with it. And yeah, Salamence goes for a Fire Fang, which nearly finishes me off. Well, yeah. Not nearly, but kind of, yeah. Goes for an X-Scissor, which hits me pretty hard, all things considered, and Jirachi manages to use his Wish, which is good. And he will get hit by Burn, but still just hang in there. And everyone else gets blasted by sand. But yeah, Jirachi hangs in there. I decide to pull him out for now and just use him to absorb a hit later, because there's not much more he can do. So here I decide to switch out Hippowdon and finish off that annoying Salamence once and for all. Cradley's just going to keep everyone recover and keep everybody occupied, because that's what he does best. He actually worked out really well in this match as a distraction, you could say, because I always have someone else attacking and then everyone's ganging up on Cradley trying to kill him. But Salamence wanted to finish off Jirachi, I guess, but I switched, so that didn't work out. And here's another X-Scissor. I knew Cradley could take it because he's insane that way, and I'm able to recover again. And I'm sure my opponent was like, "Ugh, why did you do that?" But yeah, I did, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry. Yeah. Awkward voice crack. Anyway, Hippowdon's going for an Ice Fang on Salamence, just so I can destroy that thing. And Cradley's going to recover again, because I'm trying to get my health back up to maximum so that I can work a little magic. Yeah, and here's where Scizor... Oh no, never mind, not yet. Salamence goes for another Fire Fang. Does next to nothing to Cradley. And then Cradley gets burned, which was disappointing. Very disappointing for me. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen, but it did. So his health gets brought down a lot again, but that gives Hippowdon a perfect opportunity to take out Salamence. So he's down, and that makes things a little easier for me. Cradley recovers again, because he's just keeping everybody occupied. And yeah, that's quite wonderful. Now he's going to send out his Lapras, which is bad news for both Cradley and Hippowdon. A Lapras is not something I want to deal with very much, but I don't get much choice. So here I decide to switch out to Jirachi temporarily, just so he can take a hit. And Cradley's gonna go for a Giga Drain, I believe, on Lapras, to hopefully take away some of its health. Hippowdon comes back. Good old trusty Hippowdon. And I send out Jirachi. And Scizor goes for X-Scissor. Big surprise. I was actually surprised he hadn't bullet punched yet. Lapras goes for a perfect accuracy Blizzard. Good times. And Jirachi's down, so is Cradley, which is definitely not what I wanted to happen, but it happened anyway. Lucky me. But at this point I was like, I was a bit concerned, I guess you could say, about the outcome, because right now it's looking like he had the upper hand. Lapras has some definite type advantages over my two remaining Pokemon, so that's not good. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. Just improbable. Anyway, Regirock. Yeah, good old Regirock. I love this Regirock. He's a complete beast. Anyway, and I'm saying anyway like 20 times over. I will try to stop doing that. Hippowdon goes for Thunderfang on Lapras. Which will do a considerable amount of damage since I am Choice Banded. And Regirock is going to start Drain Punching, because he's annoying that way. But that's partially what I love about him. And Shiny Regirock is cool because he looks like he's made out of chocolate. Anyway, that's beside the... Oh, I just said it again. Whatever. So Lapras goes for another Blizzard. That critical hit does not much to Regirock. And Regirock fights back. Doesn't do that much, but he's not really an attacker. He's just kind of a staller and a complete tank. So Hippowdon goes for a Thunderfang, and I'm hoping it'll kill Lapras or get very close, and it got very close. So that means the Sandstorm will finish him off. Gotta love that Sandstorm, it comes in very handy sometimes. So Lapras is down, which is good news for me. That actually went quite well. Regirock restores a fair amount of health, and he's pretty close to full actually, which is good. And now he still has Weavile, which is not a huge concern for me. I decide to gang up on Weavile just to take it out of the equation. I will subtract him, and yeah, just by ganging up on him it'll hopefully ensure that I defeat him. And by defeating him, that means I will only have to worry about Scizor, which, although still isn't fun, is a little better than dealing with both of them. So, now it is time for the action. Now Scizor finally decides to Bullet Punch. I was wondering when he was going to do that. And Weavile Brick Breaks. They tried to kill Regirock, but I knew they wouldn't because, well, Regirock is... he just doesn't die. That's pretty much the gist of it. So I'm able to finish Weavile off, and I don't know if that critical hit totally mattered, as I did have a 4 times effective attack against him, but either way he's down. And I'm happy with that. So, my next item on the agenda is a Thunderfang. And I hit him actually decently hard with a Thunderfang, and then he's paralyzed, and right here I was like, boom, turning point. Now the tables have turned. So this was a good part for me right here. At this point now I was pretty confident that I could take him. And I go for another Thunderfang because I don't have any other choice since I'm choiced. And Regirock Drain Punches again because that's really his only attack that does damage, and Toxic obviously won't do anything to Scizor. And he gets Parahaxed, which is wonderful for me. And that made me even more confident. And yeah, so I go for another Thunderfang. It actually almost finishes him off. And then I was just going to repeat the same attack again, but Scizor will end up surrendering in this battle, but that's okay. It was still a very fun battle, and I fared a lot better than I expected myself to, since I've been out of this for so long. So it was a fun battle to get back into, and I'm not sure if I'll have videos up anytime soon after this, but who knows, there is a small chance that I might. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and see you later, and have a good one.